Hey, welcome to our journey in faith. This is kind of a atypical. We're actually going to do a DYI. This is an EPDM rubber roof, and you have to take care of them. You get these like laps that come unglued, and water and ice, snow works its way up underneath there, and it can actually leak. So I'm going to walk you through fixing how I fix it, how I'm going to fix it, and the stuff you're going to need. These knee pads come in handy. You're going to need a glove because you don't want to get this stuff on your hands. You're going to need some seal tape. You're going to need a bucket with the cleaner with a rag. You're going to need the EPDM primer and just a bucket to carry your stuff and throw your trash in and all your extras. You'll need a roller, and then your rubber adhesive and a couple of brushes for the primer and this, and then you'll need a caulking gun with your lap sealant in it as well. So I'll show you how I'm fixing it. I did it a couple years ago, and all the seams that I fixed are still holding. So what you normally do is just wring out your towel here, and you're going to clean it. And you want to clean a lot more area than you're actually working with. And you want to clean inside the lap, both the top lap and the bottom lap. You want to clean, and you want to scrub it. And this stuff dries pretty quick. This is not an alcohol based or a rubbing alcohol or something like that. This is special cleaner just for EPDM roofs. So don't try to chintz out, because that other stuff can ruin your rubber roof. So anyway, as you notice, it's already clean. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this primer. And you gotta stir it up every couple of, like they say, every 10 minutes. You gotta stir it up. That's what the directions read. Get your brush, just kind of put it in here, and we're gonna do inside this seam we're repairing, both the top and the bottom. And that's it for that. We're gonna let it kind of dry. It's called flashing. It kind of flashes, so it gets it looks like it's dry, but it's tacky. So we're gonna give this a minute. While we're waiting for that, I usually go ahead and measure my spot that I need to put a lap seal over. And when you cut this off your roll, I go ahead and cut it off. Then I cut off the around the corners. Rounded corners don't peel up. Most of this stuff was done with the corners left, but we want to take the corners off, and we want them rounded. That way they won't lift up. Someone told me that a rounded corner won't lift. So we're going to do that. Just kind of touching this. It doesn't take too long. It's kind of warm out, and then once that's done, we're going to go ahead and roll this down. And on that primer. And again, if I'm doing this wrong, don't be mean. Just tell me what I'm doing wrong. Then I'm going to take this adhesive, and you got to stir it up every time you use it too, because it's really sticky. And then I want to kind of get the width of my, and then rub this on. That way you know it's covered. And get my length. And I'm taping. If you notice, it hadn't come apart but about that far, but I'm doing this whole area to make sure that you don't want to be doing this all the time. So see how sticky that is already. And then you just peel this. Now we're going to use this lap sealant to go around the edges that I cut. I think he told me that I didn't have to do that. Just rounded that corner a little better. This has some sealant on the sides of it, so I don't have to use that sealant. So you use less of that, and it works fine. Trash can here. And then I'm just gonna kind of start where I'm at, where I want to begin. And then I'm just gonna kind of press it in. And then I'm gonna roll it both ways, back and forth. That's got a heat activated or a press activated adhesive underneath it, evidently. So just bear down on it, get it nice and tight. Once you got it done, go ahead and take your lap sealant in those areas that you cut. So since this is where I cut it off the roll, I'm going to do the whole length. And I'm not going to do the sides here where this stuff is at. I don't know what it's called, but. And then I just smear it, make sure it gets on top of it, make sure it gets on the roof. And that's it. It'll heat up and continue to dry, but I hope that helps. Try it. Like I said, I did it 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, and all my seams, my lap seams are holding. These are just new areas where the laps have come apart. So anyway, until we see you again, keep looking up, and Maranatha.